Would it be okay if you helped me print something? Okay, well, yeah, I meant later. Okay, thank you.
Alright, guys. So I'm 100% guaranteed not eating right now. Kappa Kappa. We're going to see if we can watch this Nyxeos versus Plat and Duel matches. And do some analysis. Maybe a little bit of casting. See how it goes. See what's happening. So let's get these match IDs, plug them in, see what's going on. Really annoyed I wasn't actually given the match IDs in a separate thing, but that's okay. Sadly, I kind of know the outcome now, but I swear I'm not going to be cheating. I was promised that I should be able to replay these matches. 3410, 307. 30789. Okay. We got it. Nyxeos should be on our right. Plat and Duel is Kingdon's team, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll just see where this one goes. How you guys doing today? It's a pretty casual stream. So you guys can chill, talk. I don't really care. As long as you guys don't give spoilers, you guys can chill, hang out, respond to my analysis, respond to my critique. As long as you're not giving spoilers in the chats, please. That's the big thing. That'll get you in trouble. Ravana ban, we've seen this pretty standard so far. I disagree with it as on the whole, but seems to have been liking it. As a ban, I have no idea why. I think it's kind of silly. But hey, man, what are you gonna do? Cyrus ban, also seen that a lot. Now, what I am really interested to see, right? Can I be in bad place? Do it nicely, Jake. What I'm really excited for is to see if we get any Soul mid play. Big fan of Soul. We saw her a lot in the SPL. Bologna, no surprise there. If anybody's shocked by that, cry. But we just see if we see any Soul mid, because saw a lot of it in SPL. Saw it really successful. Especially that luminosity kind of new style that they're really building into. So far picks and bans are pretty standard. I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary here. Ganesha, Cern, pretty basic right now. Pretty in the meta picks. Brahma, Kepri, kind of interesting. I'm not quite sure if the Rama pick was quite that good. I think Rama does pretty well against Cernus, but I'm not quite sure it's like the best pick. Probably the best one right now against Cern is Huyi. Kind of, you have similar kind of AoE control CC ultimates that do pretty good burst damage. You have good outplay potential. You can interrupt his dash with multiple abilities, so I think Huyi's kind of the way to go. Hoonbot's pick up, not surprised at all. Second best jungler behind Susano, which is banned. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Thor here, though. Jake, I don't think Medusa's necessarily like really great against Cern. I just think Medusa's like OP. So I mean, Medusa was like the best hunter before Cernunnos was brought into the game, so it's never surprised that Medusa has a good matchup against him. Ban, Thoth, Vulcan. We're a bit surprised with the Vulcan. They still have a good possibility on Plat and Duel to still run some kind of a Willix comp that might be really good, but I don't really know. Don't know why the Vulcan was banned here especially. Decide and pick up, pretty unsurprising. Not quite sure if the Zeus ban was the greatest call. Banning a Scylla, Poseidon might have been better. I think Zeus has a lot of potential. I think even players in the PSL have shown him to be really, really good, but it takes a lot of peel and smart play that I don't think the team comp right now from Nyxeos quite has. So I think kind of a strange ban given the team comp Nyxeos has. I'm expecting Thor jungle here or Sir Cap, one of the two. All right. Exactly, MJ Cost. I mean, jungler is just farm Zeus if you don't have a lot of peel for him. Okay, that's a pretty lit pick. I think Camelot is fucking atrocious right now. Terrible pick. I don't understand why he was picked. Alright, sorry guys. Roommate was talking to me about food. So Hercules pick up. Unsurprising, pretty standard. I think that Nyxeos should win this one. Pretty standard. I think just based on picks. Not based on teams, whatever, just based on picks. Alright guys. Now I'm going to be doing camera as well. It's all this other stuff, so have mercy on me please. As I try to get all this stuff set up. I think this is the way. So who do you guys think will win this one? These are predictions, not spoilers, guys, but if you have anything, shoot it at me. I'm interested to hear your opinions. It's a chill stream, remember. I will try to cast all the team fights to the best of my ability, since that's something you can do solo, but otherwise, we'll just be talking to chat, talking about what I think's good and what's bad. So I really don't like these angles that like assisted cam's been giving me pretty recently. I don't know why it's so off to the side and then it just doesn't. It's kind of weird. Nothing really happening much right now. I'm pretty much just chilling in lanes. Pretty standard so far. I haven't seen anything unexpected. I actually, what I am surprised is both Guardians not picking up Sunder. Especially not Tough Luck picking it up on Plat and Duel. You know, you have basically guaranteed hit. Ganesh also has guaranteed with the dash knockup, but it's much harder to secure than the ambush. It looks like they're just going to go for a level 1 push, just try to guarantee it or try to like make up the fact that Rom is just gonna burn all of his astral arrows, but like you're still gonna lose lane push, right? Like this didn't get you really anything. All you did is like burn an active. I mean, Frenzy will still be good late game, but you still just like burn an active for that. But I mean, this could be a pincer move right now. They're just gonna get these smalls. The ADC is gonna hit level 2. Don't know why the ADC is gonna get a little bit more ahead than Tough Luck, but like nothing really crazy happens out here. But like the right side gets like totally invaded for this. That's why you don't go for the red buff. And this is just a huge misplay from Nyxeos, right? Like you're in this situation where your dual lane loses push. Like you just lose smalls. Like you just take the L, right? And just try to contest your own speed. If you know you can't contest your own speed, invade the speed counter. Like counter invade the speed. Not getting speed is so bad for you in jungles. Like it's really gonna hurt right here not to get that speed buff. Like I don't know how much they've scrimmed with losing their speed and like playing it out, but like a really bad spot here. And just like Gambit's totally gonna get messed up here. There's the Aegis gonna come up, but I think Party Person will run him down. Really good root actually. That Riot missed over jumped over the root. Quite a word match there. It's gonna guarantee the kill for Party Person. Just another misplay by Riot here. So far, Plat and Duel proved me wrong in the early game. I actually totally forgot who won this game. So I actually do not remember. This is telling me I'm going on limb here. I mean, that kill really just doesn't mean too much, right? So then look at the gold graphs, 1,000 gold. It means you've gotten like 300 gold extra besides the first blood gold, which is basically just going to be like a couple waves, like a wave in each lane and like a buff. It's going to be that gold difference. So pretty much like it's not really bad. The EXP is much more troubling in the early game, but it's, you know, Nyxeos is certainly not out of it. And like their dual lane is winning pretty well now. Now they've gotten past this early stage when just Capri Rama out clears the shit out of them. Nyxeos is still in a good position. They need this, like, they need really good level 5, right? Like they're both hit level 4, they're a level behind. If they hit level 5, they can absolutely just decimate this. Like they can just destroy Scylla. I mean, they all have beads, right? But like, you just pop the Hunbat's ulti, they beads it, and then you just pop Whirlpool ult, Kraken, and they're just guaranteed dead. There's no way they get out of it. And this is one of the considered like oldest and best combos in the game, like mid jungle combos, because of that. Like, if they don't buy Aegis, like okay, if they buy Aegis, they get killed by Hunbats. If they buy beads, they get killed by think about the other one. And oh my gosh, Blizzard actually just missed that. That's actually pretty shameful. So you just missed the boulder there that guaranteed them a return kill on the enemy jungle, which has got to feel bad. But I'm surprised that Riot didn't use the ultimate there. I think it's also a pretty big misplay. Like you just want to burn the ulti, right? Like get the kill. It doesn't really matter how many ults you burn for a kill early game as long as you're not in a big team fight. Ganesh on the left side is going to get a lot of damage with the Kingdon and Tough Luck, but nothing else going to really come of it right now. Sinfor could, if he hits a really good Bramble Blast into his ultimate, could guarantee a kill, but more fighting on the right side actually. Party Person went back in, stole a speed away. Hunbat's like going to go and leap in, could get the teleport in, but he's not going to actually use the teleport. Don't know why he's not going to teleport here, and Jacob Mason's going to pick him up after a huge misplay from Riot. Don't know if he like teleported to somebody else and want to use it or whatever, but there's the Kraken actually going to kill Harden OG life, which is still, I don't know if it's sub or a new player for that team. Jacob Mason now getting knocked up. Be forced to run away, but he'll be fine. It's a 1-for-1 trade on the right side, but definitely could have been a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Nyxeos if Hunbat's played it a little bit. There's a Cernos ulti, turn them into little pinks on the left side. Nothing else really going to happen though. Sinfor not having Bramble Blast, not willing to make the dash in. Capriolt's still up, so Kingdon was really in no real trouble unless Tough Luck got killed while in Polymorph. Yeah, Sinfor's getting chased on. It's really what Kama does. Like, Kama and Nemesis kind of fight the same way, right? They just go super deep and just chase down kills. But I think this is the problem, right? Party Person on this Kama does not have the shield that Nemesis has, does not have the ult to get extra protections. I mean, he has the ult to get out, right? But Nemesis can double dash and get pretty much about the same distance with a good shield. So he's got more life still, it's true, but he's really gets put... like, Kama's just puts himself in a bad position. That's why we saw... I think the best role for Kama is solo lane, where you can just build tank, and if he's out of position, he's just tanky, right? Like, doesn't really care too much because he's just a huge tank. Oh, we didn't see that. None of us saw that. Yes, right. You can talk and stream. I think I said that at the very beginning. I guess I'll just... I don't mean by casual stream is like, we don't have 2 people casting and going at it for 4 hours like we did Wednesday. The solo kill, I guess. I mean, I think we saw Plat or Nyxeos Blizzard have some trouble. I think I'm just gonna fast forward through this. Pause. I should be able to. I think we saw him have some trouble in the tournament on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. It's not really shots, just if I'm trying to remember. And Nightbot is OP Dishonored, so... Well, I cannot fast forward through this. How long was he DC? Jesus. Okay, game on pauses. No? This is awkward. Okay. Well, he didn't miss much. Well, we got out of that pause, guys. Super crazy how we figured that one out. Why is Hurt getting soloed? Well, Bologna's kind of, you know, broken. So that plus I think Bologna's ahead. Or just outplays, like, you know. Whatever you want to take into account. But Plat and Duel is what? 1.2k gold ahead. I mean, they really haven't set up their goldie. It was at 1,000 like 3-4 minutes ago. So surely been at about this 1,000 mark for pretty much the whole time now. So nothing really special for Plat and Duel right now. There's nothing that they really have been able to do. I would like to see more grouping up for some of these teams. I think some big thing about some of these PSL teams are just kind of like Plat to low diamond level teams, which is a lot of what we have at this level. I think the next level is basically almost CC or CC teams. Is what the heck is going on in the right lane? Can't believe I missed all this drama going on, but I guess nothing is happening. No ulti there for Riot, so you can't guarantee any of these kills, unfortunately. Blizzard actually getting a really nice pull with a Capri ult. Really, really well done, Capri ult, and they abduct to get away faster. Really well done by Tough Luck. Playing really well this game so far. That was a really good play from Blizzard. That unfortunately just Capri's OP, dude. Yeah, as back to what I said, I think the biggest thing is like not grouping up that early. There's a lot of potential to get objective. So I think the big thing for y'all to watch is if y'all want to watch like what pro teams do, like the perfect thing, the way pro teams like push leads is look at the Luminosity games from today. I think I watched like 1.5 of those. Dude, they totally controlled that game. And they just totally controlled objectives. They grouped up first. They warded first. They got in position first. Just play proactive. And I think that's a big thing that we see some of these guys play is that there's not really a lot of proactive gameplay. I mean, like right there, right? So like, hold on, pause. Like, there's a pause button, right? Party person should have been guaranteed dead right there. The moment King Kyle sees him, let's go to player. Like all of his cooldowns are up. There's no way he used any of them. Like right there. You immediately, like, he should have gotten immediately dashed and then silenced. Or immediately silenced and dashed. And then Hoonbot's and Poseidon should just blown him to smithereens. I mean, you have the Kraken up. There's absolutely no reason why this jungler lives right there. And this is what we're talking about, right, for some of these teams to really work on, if you're looking at, like, analysis of some of these games, is, like, taking advantage of mistakes made by your opponents. If anybody watches League of Legends, if you like watch some of the really, really infamous pros, specifically SKT, and you watch their play, and even if you don't know what's going on, because I don't know what's going on half the time, but like every single time the casters say they made it, like their opponents made a mistake, they do something. They capitalize. They make an out rotation. They get more vision. They look for a gank. They look to roam. They're always like looking to get something off of the enemy team's mistakes. Like right here, like what is he doing? Like what does he think he's gonna get 1v1 against a hunter, right? Like obviously Sin4 is disgustingly out of position right now, but like that's because this blown is distracting. But like Sin4 is gonna be able to dash away, hit the Bramble Blast. Party person misses the only ability he can use to chase, and he's out. Like he just doesn't get anything. Gold Free started up here. We could see a major team fight. Goldfree getting exited low. There's a lot of ultimates down. Turner Souls went on top of the crack, and Nyxeos do manage to take away this Goldfree away from Plat and Duel. Party person very, very low on the backside, being forced to use ultimate to try to get out. Scylla's going to use the Sentinel to get away as well. Party person, one more auto will do it. No, two now that he's gotten the heal, but the whole team's going to chase him down. He's got nowhere left to go. Goodbye, party person. Gambit is going to get you with the slow. One more auto attack from both carries going to get it done. And that's going to be a kill and possibly a left tower. They just have to keep pushing here. Gambit doesn't have a lot of mana, but they certainly can push this, and Riot should not be backing. They should get this and just dive Kingdon. He can't defend 1v5, and there's no reason why they couldn't have dove him here. And this is just another example. Like, hello, this is just another example of advantages not being taken. You have a guaranteed tower take. Anyone that tries to take the tower is guaranteed dead. They have 0% chance of living. So the whole team's back in mid from the enemy team. You have the positioning. You have 5 members who are all fairly healthy. You have 2 tanks that can dive a tower. And a solo ADC, a Soul ADC, not a Soul ADC, but Soul, S-O-L-E ADC on his own, who thinks he can do anything. I mean, the Kingdon should be dead right now, and we shouldn't be following him on the camera. And this is just something that, like, you have to push your wins as hard as you can. You win one team fight by 1 kill. You have to get as many objectives as you can. Pearl Demon being started up by Plat and Duel. Try to take away from the gold taken by Nyxeos with the Kraken. But here's the rotation in. There's no Kraken available. No, I think it is actually back up if my markers are correct. So they're going to have to go ahead and leash this. Get a dude, Nightbot's just OP, man. I don't control Nightbot, dude. Don't spam emotes. Like, Nightbot is OP. Maybe we can tell Turk to have Nightbot chill just a little bit, but Nightbot's there for good reason. Just yeah, these are all recorded, so it's no big deal. And I'm just because I'm chilling. This isn't a super. I mean, this is like a serious stream. I am streaming to the best of my abilities, but just because we're not super hardcore casting this, and we're working on mostly analysis, and this is mostly for the team's benefit. So, and of course, this is other teams as well. You know, if you're watching this and you're looking at, you know, Plat and Duel's jungler looking at red buff for just no reason and being able to back away, you say, hey, that happened last night in my scrims. Like, how do I deal with this? Like, you know, what does Almighty Silent think about it? Kappa Kappa, dude. The Almighty Silent, of course. King Kyle just kind of wandering in the jungle, but Party Person and Jason are going to be on him, but he's just going to dash away. No harm, no foul, it seems. Blizzard also is kind of giving him the evil eye. Good push away to interrupt, but a solid poke from Party Person. There is the Hoonbat's ult. It's going to basically do nothing due to a really good root from Scylla. It's really unfortunate. Jason Mason should be absolutely bursted here. He's kind of being able to chill. There's a Sunder that's going to come out. He's going to leap on top of the Kraken. Really good job so far. That's blown a 1v4 into the best of her ability. Party Person now going to get stunned out as Sin4 kills Kingdon on the left side. Really big win. If Nyxeos can hold this one out or continue pushing and find another kill, they could possibly go for this Pearl Demon. Party Person being hit by the Ganesh while being forced out. Really good teleport by Riot. Party Person going to use the ultimate, try to get out of here and get a little bit of poke as well, right? It's not going to look for the chase, it seems. Doesn't look like they can take this Pearl Demon either with Blizzard back in the right lane. I think the big thing, right, is like Sin4 is going to get this tower. No one really rotated over. If you lose a 1v1, so this is for future for both these teams. Like, if you lose a 1v1, your options are you have one of two options. If you if your teammate loses a 1v1, your team can either full engage, win the fight on the other side of the map, and get something. Get the Pearl Demon, get the other T1 tower in response, and trade out farm, or you need to full disengage, back and defend. Full disengage, defend, and cut your losses. Right? So in that scenario, you can't like chill around the jungle like looking for maybe someone who might be able to catch out of position if they go too far and then chase. Like if somebody gets too greedy. You have to just straight up just go full disengage, cut the losses, go defend T1 left. Sin4 should never been able to get T1 left. There should have been either a teleport in or just someone should come back from base. Or just walk the left side. It takes like 15 seconds with boots. Because this map is kind of disgusting. So, like in that scenario, you don't just keep baiting. Yeah, I mean, so like what we just saw there, right? Party person just go like miss the 2 vampire bats and just have to walk away. Is like just the weakness of Camazotz. He has no hard CT to guarantee anything. So like he doesn't have any like he doesn't have a guaranteed setup. So like Naja has a sash, right? Thor has the wall, guaranteed setup. Sounds like a party person, but I think he will be just fine. But Gold Fury is not going to be that fine. It's going to be started up here by Nyxeos. We're going to look for a second one of this game. Kraken is available. It should be able to use on this guy. Party person going in for it. It's been leashed though. It could be a total cluster F. Excuse me. Party person going to go in onto Riot now, taking a lot of damage. Nyxeos did secure the Gold Fury, if I'm not mistaken. King Kao going to take brunt of Hui's anger now. Ambush plucked in. I don't think King Kao has anywhere to go. Hard no G life can take out the kill. A party person killed on the other end. A 1-for-1 trade with the Gold Fury in favor of Nyxeos. Taking a look at the gold graphs. It's 2,000 in their lead. And Nyxeos starting to run away with this game. So, like, that was a really, really bad leash by Nyxeos that should have been punished. But, like, Scylla was not in position. So, Scylla's just chilling in mid. The moment that Gold Fury is called, Scylla's, like, halfway, like, has the button right over her, the mouse, right? Like, or whatever the mouse or the keyboard, whatever that player uses, whatever hard no G life uses, and like right here, popping the ulti, looking for it over the wall. You have vision, guaranteed steal. With that, helps the terrible leash off the Kraken. And it's just really probably either a lack of experience on this player's part. I haven't seen him before. I don't really know. Perhaps bad communication and shot calling that say, hey, we can actually go ahead and we should make an attempt at the steal. You know, I don't really know what it was. I can't listen to their comms. I'm not their coach, but either way, something definitely to be worked on by Plat and Duel is you can't allow your mage just to clear waves or sit in mid or not be in position to contest an objective when that's your best secure in the game. You have to go for the steal. And if you're not going to go for the steal, you have to go for the fight afterwards. Which, I mean, they did. They went for 1-for-1 trade, but they still came in at the end with just a root. Kingdom and Sinfor boxing, but Sinfor definitely getting the better of that box. Cernos ult countered by the Rama ult, but a big rotation in by Plat and Duel and try to help out the Rama. King just going to go back to his team. Sinfor, though, forcing the whole rotation on this left side. Would have liked to see Sinfor go all in and trade his life for this Pearl Demon, but alas, that call was not made. Either way, though, just going to be ult for ult and no harm, no foul. But Sinfor continuing to put pressure onto Kingdon. It's probably a good idea, though rotating him over would also, I think, just be as good and just forcing an objective. Sinfor's 2 levels up right now, and him just chilling farming is not really going to help the team out much. But yeah, no Giga Life is, yeah, he's dead to rights. Just got caught out in this middle lane. Forced to beads. Totally done. Yeah, I don't know what you guys. I kind of lost the plot of that argument. Some casting here. Pearl Demon being started up by Nyxeos, getting it pretty low. Is going to be secured by them, and now they're going to try a 1v4 on the backside. This Bologna, he's going all the way in. Sunder onto Gambit, actually going to force the Aegis. Really well done. King Kao's going to miss the dash, but really good pluck. But no, the Khepri ultimate. The revive is going to save his life. As on the other side, party person going in on Riot. Now he's going to get caught as they go in one by one into this team fight. Total lack of communication. Really good pull by Blizzard. He's totally going back at what I said before. Party person, he was able to use the ultimate to get totally away from this one. A lot of coverage with that speed buff, but either way, a couple big misplays coming out from Nyxeos dropping kills. But also, I don't know why Plat and Duel is there in the first place. Sin4 still has not made the rotation. Rama has rotated him, and I'd be pretty mad. Can we see net worth? Absolutely. Mr. Streamer, man. Net worth. Cernos at the top. Cernos and then Blizzard, followed by both soul laners and the Rama. So, you know, all 4 soul laners. All 4 soul laners in the most farm of the game. I wonder how that happened. Wave to wave is very, very close there. Player damage, Sin4 is at the top. Jacob Mason doing a lot of work here. Props to him. Wards placed close to even. I'd like to see more wards from both these teams. Yeah, just Bologna. Just Bologna doing Bologna things. I mean, just like look at the level difference, right? Like solo versus like solo versus support. Support's level 11, 5 levels down. Okay, thank you, Yazo Chrome extension, for notifying me. Thank you, computer. Nothing really much is happening right now. Got a little fight on the right side, a little bit of diving here being done. Really like to see Blizzard try to go for a push into the tower, or just push him out of it, but he just wants to back. He wants to go home. Let's see what we got here. Anything special in this build? Don't really think so. I think pretty much these builds are standard. Shifter's Shield kind of becoming broken in the meta right now, which is not something anyone likes to see. I would really like to see both these teams like look for a team fight. I think this kind of like cautious play, to say nicely, is A, not very entertaining, but B is like not good for either of these teams. I mean, they're not gonna get much out of this kind of play. I mean, both these junglers are severely under-leveled compared to the rest of their team, especially Riot. Riot should not be level 13 right now. I mean, he's a level ahead, but he's just really, like, he's really under-farmed, which tells me either, like, both junglers aren't farming really well, or just, like, the way they're splitting, like, that these junglers are just splitting too much of their jungle farm. I mean, that's probably what it is, right? Like, junglers are still kind of in this Season 3, like, we have to share all of our buffs throughout the entirety of the game. Gold Fury being started once again. Nyxeos going to pick it up, even though the Kraken was extremely late, but now still is going to get completely exploded. Hunbat's ult going to hit absolutely no one, but King Dad's going to get bursted down by Sin for really huge damage coming out of him. Gambit going to be the next to fall. Jacob Mason doing a lot of work in the backline. King Kyle's 1 HP, and he's going to fall to Party Person as Jacob Mason ults over the top to no avail. Tough luck. He's going to get the ult off. Sinfor just keeps falling into autos into a ulting Khepri, but either way, tough luck. He's going to go down. Party Person, he's going to go down as well. Both are going to die here. And let's see if Jacob Mason can pick up Riot the Mexi on the rotation. But I doubt he can. I believe he was sundered here by Blizzard, if I'm not mistaken. And Blizzard, with the last hit onto him, is going to take him out. Yes, Sunder was used right there. But see, like, why is our jungler... Like, okay, pause. Time out. Big T. Why is the Hunbat's... Can I get over there? I mean, he's got 40% health, but why in the world is he backing? No one's there. There's a Scylla. What's Scylla going to do against a full health Hercules that can zone 2 members on his own easy? Right? Like, this is a free T1 tower, and all you're doing is slowing yourself down by backing, like, by sending a player to back, and you're giving the possibility of Scylla being able to out-clear and actually defend this. I mean, it's going to end up being nothing, right? But I've seen this so many times from some of these PSL teams, and it's got to stop, dude. It's driving me crazy. It is not Riot. Like, I mean, this particular time it's right, but I'm saying, like, it's a lot of players I see do this. Like, who cares if you're low? Like, you could be 20. If you have 10% HP and there's like one other, there's like all there is a Khepri that's alive. Who cares? As long as you're not taking a tower, you're not gonna die. As long as you play smart, you're not going to die. There's no reason to back and just slow your team's push down. I'm gonna put it on all the people I see do it, which is not going to name names because I can't remember them all. But there's too many, I would like to see more objective control. I think that's a big thing to work on at this level. And like reminder, guys. I'm being a little mean. I'm trying not to be mean, but like I've coached teams with these same mistakes before. I've literally yelled at players I've coached for making these kind of mistakes. So like I've seen it all. This is not something new. This is something that's been happening for years, and it's something that players have to work on, like individually and on teams. So something to work on. Portal Evening started. Jacob Mason with a awkward play there. But Sin4 is actually going to rotate this team fight, and like they need to really engage here. Nyxeos cannot dilly-dally while Kingdom gets pushed on this left side unless they happen to have teleport up from Hercules, which they do. So either he teleports in right now, or they're going to trade this for a Portal Demon. There's the ultimate in. Could be really highly contested. It's actually going to go to Plat and Duel. Huge ultimates coming out. All members of Nyxeos are really low except for Blizzard. Party person going to get taken out, but everyone's on the run. Sin4 going in, gets really good ult on Jacob Mason. There's a Kepriel as well. No, still looking for more, but not quite going to find it. Now Riot's next thing to fall, possibly. He's actually going to get crushed, but really good beads by Scylla. Jacob Mason taken out by Sin4, making a really good push. But here on the left side, Kingdom with a split push. They have to back right now to stop him from getting this Phoenix, and either way, he just got 2 towers for a Portal Demon and 2 kills. Or no, excuse me, and and 2 kills. So pretty even trade so far. I mean, he needs to back right now, though. I mean, he cannot sit here on this lane. Riot should leap on him right now and just crit the world out of him, but he's gonna survive their blink and the leap as well. You can get the crits here. There's the ultimate out of party person. I don't think he has anywhere. Not party person, excuse me. Kingdom. He's got nowhere to go. Gonna get a really good Aegis off that might save his life, actually. Leap is gonna follow up right in the mix. He just needs a couple more basics to get him. There's the overhand smash, gonna pick him up there. Right side towers were taken in response. So overall, big win from Nyxeos. 5,000 gold lead so far. And well played to push on that right side by Sin4 and the rest of the team as 2 members backed. Really well played there. You don't need the whole team back. Only need a couple, 1 or 2 members the most back. I mean, really, it should have just been really 1, but either way, you're still going to get 2 towers on the right side and trade out the farm. I'm sorry, it's got boring. Dishonored. I'm trying. Yeah, so the CERN build, we've seen it a bunch of times. I think it was noted by somebody in chat. It does a lot of damage, and I think you sell a Kaival at some point. I mean, you usually tend to sell a Kaival. But no one saw that Blizzard, I promise. Party person actually taking a lot of pokes. Sin4 is absolutely shredding, and he's going to just solo him in this backside. Jacob Mason's probably going to be the next to fall. He's got to ulti out if he wants to get anywhere. He is going to ult over the wall melee, and there's the Hunbat's ult on top. Hard No G-Life absolutely deleted. Blizzard getting the last hit on that one. Sunder and Boulder onto Kingdom. Blizzard's going to chase him down. Shield of Regrowth. He's got nowhere to go. Really well played. That's a fly by Blizzard onto Kingdom. Goodbye. 4 members of Plat and Duel, and I think that's the game here, guys. I think that's the game. Jacob Mason's going to make the attempt, and wow, whew, goodbye, sir. And that's going to be the game here. I'm pretty sure they should end it. If not, they're going to take these outer towers or just go back to Fire Giant. Looks like they're just going to go back to Fire Giant, but I don't think there's really anything survivable here. Interesting Bologna build. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty tanky. I don't like the Frostbound. I think the Witchblade's probably a good idea with Sin4 being so far ahead. Right, the Mexi being a pretty good in-hander. Gambit being a pretty good in-hander himself if he ever goes Fatalis. So, party person trying to get in there, but not a little bit too late. And he's probably going to be dead the moment he gets out. Sin4 just absolutely just destroying him. He doesn't have anywhere to go. Yeah, Sin4 totally putting the team on his back. I mean, disgustingly so. He's 8-0. 25,000 player damage, like 10k above anyone else in the game. He's doing a really good job so far. Which is trash when you lock down Herc. I mean, you have anti-heal from the item, right? Like you're gonna have anti-heal and anti-attack speed. So, like, not bad, right? I don't think it's the worst item, especially on an in-hander like Bologna. It's going to get that stacks up on the passive, but I think not buying Mystical Mail is kind of questionable. I think a lot of players are shifting away from Mystical Mail. But I think it's not a bad item. I think the Frostbound is probably the most questionable item. Winged Blade might be a good option. You have Ganesha slow from Poseidon, slow from... No, Sin4 actually doesn't have a slow anymore. They took it off Rainbow Blast. Slow from Hoonboss as well to leap if he gets it off. So Winged Blade might be good, especially if you're getting hit by the Poseidon a lot. I don't think Urchin's good on Warriors. I don't think I think Urchin is a pretty bad item in everybody but tanks right now. Kingdon's going to get totally blown up. Actually, really good. Keprio's going to save his life. Jacob Mason is going to be the one to fall instead in favor of that one. Gambit getting the last hit for that kill. Kingdon turning a good amount of return damage, but Party Person is going to get totally exploded. And just Sin4 has run away with this game. And once an ADC gets to this point, yeah, it's over. Yeah, Urchin is value, but you have to stack. So the only way to stack is to be in team fights, and if you're in solo lane, it doesn't make all the sense for you to be stacking an item like that off assists. And essentially, if you're in the solo lane, you're guaranteed not going to get more than about 5 stacks until like 20, 22 minutes. I mean, just look, just build Boots Mystical Urchin, and tell me when you get it. You build it like 10 games in a row on ranked in solo lane. Tell me, like, the average time you get it stacked. A, be interesting to see, and B, I can guarantee you it's going to be over, like, 18 minutes, guaranteed. Actually, I would probably expect it to be over 22, 23 minutes for you to get it fully stacked. I've seen plenty of SPL. I don't think it's a good idea. And also, SPL is a little bit of a different world. A little bit different. Alright guys, I can just, I need to actually restart this so we don't get any bugs. I know people say bugs have been fixed, but... Oh, Blitz's build is what you're referring to? Because I haven't seen the Urchin on solo laners in pro play. I think most of Blitz build's fine. Blitz referring to the Hercules? Yeah, I think most of his build's fine. And didn't really have a problem with that. I was talking about Bologna's build. Yeah, spectator bugs in quotes. In quotes. In quotation marks. Dude, I would love to see Bacchus back in the meta. Bacchus is one of my faves. Alright. Let's see what we got for this second game here. One 0 3 7 5 0 0. All right. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna turn my fan on. There's just some picks and bans here. Nothing too special, I don't think. Like how ranked no longer tells you you're in Fafnir's Wonderland. I actually played some of the new adventure. I think it's quite interesting. I don't know if it ends early on the PTS or if there's gonna be like more like farther you can go into the adventure, but it's a good amount of fun. I would like to see it probably go farther than it's going now, or maybe it's just like PTS and give you the full length. I don't know. Or maybe they're gonna be adding to it. I would love to see them like build onto it and add it. And as like every single couple, like every week or every couple weeks, them add like a new couple levels instead of like these adventures just kind of being like one-off things. It goes further on live. Okay, cool. Yeah. Because it ends after like 2 levels on PTS. Yeah, I think this adventure is actually a lot of fun, and it's more like the Fafnir's Wonderland ones, which is kind of more my style, anyways. More what I'm geared towards. I didn't quite like. I think the racing one had a lot of potential, but it I think really had to do with the mechanics more than anything. Some of the mechanics were pretty awkward. Sereno's going to be banned away. They're not going to have that one again. Even though it was banned by the team, we used it really, really well. No, sorry, other side. No, yeah, it's banned away. Partially respect ban, partially just like Sereno's is broken. So we'll see what the bans are. I'm surprised that we didn't see a Chonga ban and it wasn't picked either. So I don't know if these teams have figured out something that I haven't, but Chonga's still like crazy in my opinion. I think Chonga's pretty crazy good. Scylla ban. Don't understand that one. Don't understand the Scylla ban at all. Was not very influential in that game. Don't know why that was banned. Maybe it was a throwaway ban. Maybe it was a throwaway ban. They're going to pick up Susanoo here. Chang'e is not bad. Chang'e is probably... Yeah, that's what I figured, right? The throwaway ban. Yeah, Chang'e is really, really good. I don't think there's really any contest over that. You just have to know what you're doing. Ganesh should picked up here again. I think Tough Luck. He played the Kyrie last game, right? I think Tough Luck played pretty well last game, so didn't see too many mistakes coming out of him. Saw some really, really good Kyrie ults, actually. Yeah, but Bologna there is not surprising. All right. I don't think Ganesha is performing. I kind of agree. I think he's better than most people have figured out how to use him. I think the biggest thing is his dash is kind of awkward and hard to use. But I think it's going to be a kind of similar situation where like people think he's going to be OP. Like kind of like I think he's going to be like the next Fafnir as far as the way he like figures out in meta is where like Fafnir is like, oh my god, so broken, and then he has a lot of weaknesses and he's kind of hard to play and all this kind of stuff, and then he'll come out of the meta. Then I think he'll come back in the meta in a few months after he kind of comes away, and then people will realize like, yeah, he's really, really good. You just gotta kind of play him in a different way. That's what I expect Ganesha to be in kind of that scenario. I think Ganesha does have some troubles. Erlong jungle. So I'm being told by chat here. I don't like warriors in the jungle. I think warriors in the jungle are pretty terrible. Sunder can be as OP as you like, but Sunder only gives you like 3 seconds of kill potential, whereas just being an assassin gives you kill potential. As long as you're picking one of the good assassins. Because like Thor at level 2 has guaranteed kill potential on any mage who makes a mistake. Hoonbot's kind of sort of, he gets lucky on crits, but like Susanoo, guaranteed kill potential at level 2 or level 3. Same thing most of these assassins. Underestimating Erlong and Ravana. No, I'm not. Don't think they're very good. Not in those positions. I think Erlong and Ravana are both very good soul winners in their own rights. The biggest thing is yeah, I mean they have good early games, but they fall off really, really hard, and they don't have a lot of kill potential. So you can absolutely fight them. You don't like try to 1v1 them in the jungle. Like you don't take a Hoonbots and try to 1v1 a level like 1 or 2 Erlong in the jungle. That's a mistake. But you can certainly like 2v1 them pretty easily. Nox pick. Yeah, I don't think that's a good call either. You do have a lot of setup for the Nox, but you don't have actually that like this thing that kind of thing about Ganesha, I think. And Erlong does have a lot of hard CC for the Nox, but Ganesha doesn't. And Blona has 0 outside the ultimate. So I think I think you have to pick Nox into like there's like a Worlds game with ALG. With MLC stuff, they picked it, and they'd like Kabrakan, Erlong, Athena, or something. And they had just so much CC, and they just had like Medusa or whatever, and they just had a just disgusting amount of CC. Every single character had more than had at least one guaranteed hard CC set up for Nox, and Nox just basically just destroyed everything in front of her. But when you don't have that much CC, she really, really struggles, and she's gonna get out cleared by this Poseidon, and she's gonna get out pressured. Did you not watch Pretty Prime's Nox gameplay at Masters? Okay, but like, there's something you have to understand, right? When I talk about like, I can sit here and talk to you guys about ALG playing a particular comp, right? Because anyone can pick those same characters, and probably like you're not going to get the guaranteed same results, but it's a viable comp that you can run with. But when a pro player, right? It's like example, right? Like when a pro player has a really really good pocket pick, so like Chaos at Worlds had a like really really good Zhonghui. Doesn't necessarily mean that like Zhonghui is a pick that you should just pull out, because a pro player in a couple games a year ago played really really well in this god. Because unless you are suddenly that pro or at that pro's level, like you're not going to perform it the same way. So like we talk a lot about what was the strat that pro teams used, or what was the team comp that pro teams used. Not like they had this one really great niche pick that worked well for them. Stream reduced drumming. I'm talking about from what I can tell, dude. I got chat. All I got, Jake, all I got was, do you not watch Pretty Prime's Nox gameplay at Masters? Assumed argument. Assumed argument, okay? It is assumed. Assumed argument. Pro player played Nox at a high level in a pro game. Went well for pro gamer. Therefore, this god is good. Now, maybe I'm lit. Maybe I'm lit, but that's what I understood from what you were trying to say. Pretty sure I'm not lit. Fafnir without a double hunter comp. Fafnir's just good. Fafnir's got a world of CC. That's the thing about Fafnir, right? Like he just has a world of CC. And his ult, if you use it to initiate and you don't get like caught in it and your team actually follows you up, gets you a lot of zoning and immunity from abilities. And I think that's why I kind of like Fafnir's come back in. If you hit stuns, while Sin4 is just shredding Kingdom with these random just little pot shots here. Got one back was Kingdom, but either way, nothing much here. Susano being able to clear, alright. He might get caught if he gets turned around on. He's going to get hit with a few autos, but not too much. They're going to go invade the speed buff. As they did last game, I'd like to see Susano in game, but either contest or go to their speed themselves. This could be a 3v2, which is kind of worrisome. Hasn't been secured here yet, right? Could go for the steal. Knock up there. Both teams are level 1. Possibly go for a fight here, right? It's going to take a lot of poke from party person. He's going to possibly chase him down. I think started with the 1, though, not the 2. Just guaranteed CC. Still fighting over this buff, which is pretty questionable. Sunder's actually going to come out onto Riot. And this is just, I don't understand what Nyxeos is doing right here. Did they steal it away? No way. They got it with the Jingu Bang? That's really impressive. That's really, really impressive. Really, really impressive that they actually managed to take away the speed buff from Plat and Duel on the invade. But either way, I think they should have gone stolen the other speed in response. I think you're just going to end up being the same. And farm-wise, nothing else really going to happen. Otherwise, nothing much anyways. They'll just continue farming. Manage to secure their own speed buff, which actually puts Nyxeos in a really good position. What's with the sprint? Who picked it up? Ganesha? I don't know. I think sprint's an okay item. I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world to pick up. The only thing that kind of makes it awkward is if you have reapplying stuns. But if you don't have reapplying stuns, it's actually reapplying slows, excuse me. It's a really overpowered item. But you do have the Poseidon who's gonna reapply a lot, which means it's gonna be reduced in value. Either way, pretty standard farming for both lanes. Game's basically even. We're not seeing anything happen. But it's something to note, right? Like Plat and Duel failed that invade, and with every passing moment, their comp gets weaker and weaker. The strongest the strongest that they're going to be the strongest they're going to be at is in this mid game where the Erlon can set up for Nox and get Nox guaranteed damage before beads come out. But you have to burn beads to get it. What sets are coming up next? Find me a set that I can actually stream. And that's the set that's coming up next. If I don't have any more sets to stream, then this is the last set. Because I have a bunch of games that got played. I don't have a bunch of games that got actually spectated. So, or I don't even know which games got spectated. Gank on this left side. Party person looking for something else here. This could be 3v there. There's a Ganesh ultimate on top, but no one's taking any damage yet. They're just going to sit in the circle. King Kyle taking a good amount of poke, but he's going to get sundered as well. But he's just going to pop the Fafnir ultimate. Should be able to double leap away. Sin4 on the leap as well. King Kyle with a good stun, but he's going to have to dash away for more damage from King Kyle. Rommel's up in the air. We should be able to roll away pretty soon, and they're both going to survive pretty easily. But there's the Kraken. 2-man. Kington's going to get a really, really good Aegis off, but there's going to be the Susanoo to follow up. Actually, not going to be in time. It was just held for too long, and now Hard Nog is going to make the rotation. King Kyle coming out of the ultimate could get killed down here, but just going to leap away again with multiple lump jumps. Makes him really mobile, and both teams drop kills they should not have. Yeah, right. No offense, that was kind of shameful. You didn't pop that. Either way. Pretty much a wash, a trade of ultimates. Oh my gosh, there's more fighting on the left side? Holy balls. Sin4 is going to get the first blood. Pray out to Hard No G live. Did they just use... Oh, they didn't. Why are they moving so slowly? Maybe I'm crazy. Seemed like they used like, what's that relic? That slows you down? Oh, my brain can't think of it right now. Possible gank on the right side, right? Making rotation onto Jacob. Not going to get the auto attack off. There's the pull in. Jacob been taking a lot of damage. I don't think that he has the Storm Cloud up. There's going to be a really good overhead smash, but the stun is going to miss from Blizzard. As the ultimate on top, he could get a kill. Or Jacob Mason actually be barely taken out by the minions and Blizzard before Riot can fall. And debated, I guess. I don't think it was intended, though. So... yeah, that was really, really close on both sides. By the way, Nyxeos getting an extra kill here. Trading left side, about 500 gold lead. Nothing standard is actually going to be less than the value that they earned from that first blood. So a little bit getting out farmed here, but I don't think either team is in too much of a worry. Oh man. So I don't know. These teams are crazy. 3 Ninja Tabi. Wow. 3 Ninja Tabi versus 3 Warrior Tabi. That's interesting. Fight on the left side here. Kingdom taking incredibly low. Rama shots are going to hit, and he is Marvel's going to hit all 3. Here's a huge Kraken. Why have I not pressed L so far this game? Tough Luck is going to be taken out by Gambit. That's a 2-for-0 trade so far. Or is that no 3-for-0? Excuse me. Nyxeos getting the better of that fight. I don't know why they're doing the red buff. They should be going straight to Gold Fury, and they are going straight to Gold Fury. Good coerce by King Kyle as well as possibly an early belt of Frenzy. Party person looking for something on this, but King Kyle's taking a lot of damage. He could actually die here, but now he's taking a lot of poke. He could be finished off before he gets the heal. He is going to get the heal off, it seems, that Nyxeos is going to try the Gold Fury, take a nice fat 3,000 gold lead. Why is pause? Why is party person alive? Pause, we're gonna go back. Okay, this fight happens, right? Hold on 1 second, guys. Alright, guys. That was awkward. Nightbot's OP, right? I'm sorry, what did I tell you? Alright, let's get through this. I just have to... I'm actually going to have to go back, right? So this is awkward. Blah, blah, blah. This is fine. Pause. Party person hasn't healed. Gold Fury can be totally leashed right now, and Sin4 should have dashed in and killed him. I mean, you got the Gold Fury, right? It's fine. But now you're gonna go back, and we're gonna go to Riot. We're gonna go to right here. Actually, this is awkward to say this. Okay, pause. Pause. I get that Gambit Sin4 had no mana. If you have no mana, why was the Whirlpool used right here? Riot, if he has a pull up, so let's look at the player. He's gonna have the pull up in 2 seconds. Okay, 2-3 seconds. This is a guaranteed kill if you pull into Whirlpool. So the communication should be: party person is hella out of position. Let's kill him. And why are we doing purple buff? Why are we doing purple buff? And now Riot's gonna die. I don't know what the communication was, but this should not have happened. And he should not be able to walk away like he's doing right now and bait and stop backs. This is totally a clown fiesta, at least in this play. He's still alive. He's still alive. And I assume he's gonna die here finally, but he might actually trade out. Really good disarm, actually. Really good disarm, but King Khan's gonna die. So he's actually gonna trade out. Really unfortunate that neither of these ADCs died. But like, pretty good juke. Well, baited. But like, why was he alive for so long? And like, I don't even think it's to party person's credit. Like he's playing crazy. And Riot's just gonna kill Klington. That's an easy kill, but like, I don't know why he went for exclamation mark one more wave. But this is a bit of a clown fiesta right now, and I'm kind of getting salty that y'all guys are showing me a clown fiesta. This is just memes, dude. This has just been a memes, guys. Come on. I know I've seen both teams play better than this. So I don't know if y'all have had like roster changes and are getting used to each other, or like something crazy happened. But I mean, party person is just going in on Gambit for like no reason and gonna get caught by the Fafnir. And I believe Gambit's ulted there. Yeah, he did. Oh my god, they finally did it. They decided not to back to get more tower damage. But like, why is Sin4 over here still? What? Okay, it's like your 5th game in jungle. Well, you're playing pretty well. But like, why is Sin4 over here? Let's go back. Let's call the time in which Sin4 should have made the rotation. And we're actually gonna get to watch this this play here in mid, actually, which will be nice. Okay, so they are farming. Woo! Farm. Okay, so just party person goes in and gets double crack. That's the whole story. And Nox enters like crazy person, right? Right here. Right here. Okay. He has cleared the creep wave. Sin4 has cleared the creep wave. And this rotation should be made to guarantee this tower on the middle lane. Right here. Or the wave's gonna be cleared. Okay, could have even left the wave if you wanted to. Gambit's not gonna back, he's gonna push. Correct call. Guys, let's hold the BM down a little bit. I know I'm giving some tough love here, but right, this should not have been 3-man. This should have been completed much easier with the rotation by the ADC. And I think this is something that's like kind of a little bit taken for granted, is that y'all can do objectives. Like, you should never take for granted that you can do an objective. Sin4 can roll and get some poke onto King Din. But like, it should never be taken that you taking advantage. You don't know who exactly you're rotating where. I mean, you have vision, or you should have more vision, but like, you never know that it's going to be necessarily safe. You don't know who, like, you know, what Cernados is going to come around, Medusa's going to pop around the corner. Fire on the left side, actually, King Din getting totally smoked. Sin4 going to miss the last ultimate, but he's going to die anyways. King Din got nowhere to go. Party person with a kill over there. No, I mean, this isn't aimed at like particular players. Like vast majority of this is not like individual players have made huge misplays. A lot of this has to do with team play. I mean, that was just Gambit burning beads on Nox, right? Like, a vast majority of this is not individual misplays, at least that I can tell. So I can't hear comms. right? I can't hear what's going on in the communication. Blizzard getting a solo kill on Jacob, really well done there. But, you know, if I could hear comms, I could probably say this individual player didn't do well. Actually, really, really good silence, right? Going to get caught out. Going to pop his ultimate, though, in a place it is going to kill hard no G-Life. Really well done from him to put it in a good position right on his deathbed. King Kyle going to get knocked up by Tough Luck's dash. Doesn't think there's much more going to come of it. Gambit has no mana. It's going to stop fighting here as Sin4 continues to farm without making rotations. In this situation, it's probably not a bad idea, but he should look to get more auto attack damage on this tower. Buff is not as valuable as objectives right now. Trying to look at chat. Is he really muted for 600 seconds? Dude, Nightbot's OP, man. Kingdom with a really good ultimate, actually. Save his life there. You can't... I mean, it's Nightbot, man. You guys gotta realize, I have no control over Nightbot. It is you who have angered the beast that is Nightbot. It is not me. Not I. Is there anything to talk about build-wise? I think most of this is pretty standard so far from these players. I think the talent trinket's pretty questionable in Nox. I think even though it is 2,900 gold, I think you go for the Chronos Pendant. If you're playing Nox, you're going for super late game. You're going for super late game, where your jungler or your support burns beads, and you get guaranteed one shots off your 2-1 combo, and just go for the Chronos Pendant. You need the cooldowns to be able to effectively team fight, because otherwise your 2's on like a 17-second cooldown or something just obscene. Party person gonna go in with the ultimate, but he's gonna die immediately. Doesn't get the heal off at all. Hard G-Life getting a good route to hold right the Mexi off, but King Kyle's gonna make the leap in. Doesn't think there's going to be any more chasing. Actually, right, the Mexi looking for more, but I just need to back off and decide to go for Oracles and Gold Fury, which is now half helping. Pulled in is Medusa, right, looking for more. Jacob Mason going to get soloed on this other side, but Riot's incredibly low. He's taken out by Kingdon. Gets the credit for that kill. Sin4 going to be the next one to fall. He's actually going to roll aggressively looking for more. He's going to pick up Kingdon, and Hardno G-Life could fall as well. Incredibly low are both these two players. Gambit doesn't have too much mana to do much, but they're going to look for Tough Luck instead of Hardno G. Actually, Sin4 looking for him. There's going to be the sprint pop, but a really, really good stun coming out of King Kyle is going to pick up that kill. Both players picked up 3 or 4 for O so far. Gold Free still standing, though, for all these deaths. Party Person probably going to pick up Gambit here on this backside. Actually, really good title surge. Going to keep Party Person alive for now. And King Kyle doing everything he can in this visual bug that shows him coming into his ult when he's coming out of his ult. I don't really know. People crazy. People say Warrior Jungle sucks. Well, what has he done this game? What has our wonderful Warrior Jungle done this game? Let's be honest, right? Nothing to do with the player. Absolutely nothing to do with the player. It was a pretty funny glitch. But it has nothing to do with the player. I mean, he's three levels behind. He's not able to farm as effectively. He can't clear as much as any of the hunters. No matter how much damage he builds, he's not going to scale as well. He's not going to do that much damage late game. All he really has is CC. And he can't really dive the back line like a jungler can. Like a regular jungler can. He doesn't have the same dive potential because he doesn't have the same in-hand, both in-hand and just ability damage. No warrior will be able to keep up with an assassin post about 15 minutes. Pretty much guaranteed, unless you're really fed. Whew. That Bologna was interesting. Gambit can take out Jason. Party person going to fall as well as left tower. Getting pretty low, but easy fight on the right side for Nyxeos. This looks pretty snowbally, to be honest. About a 7,000, 8,000 gold lead. I can feel the tilt on the computer screen. I'm not tilted. I guess you're referring to the players. But yeah, I mean, this is obviously a pretty tilting game. I don't know how much tilt came off the last game, but they just kind of all around really struggle from Plat and Duel. They're not quite putting the pieces together, and I think also their comp is I think their comp is also pretty questionable. And I think a lot of what's happening in this game has to do with comp. I mean, yeah, Bright actually doing a really good job on those auto attacks, auto cancels. Sinfor going to be taking on the left side. But I believe you got a tower and a kill for it, if I'm not mistaken. Good knock up. Jacob Mason's got nowhere to go. He's going to fall. They're all really low, unfortunately. Furlong can come in here. He might be able to pick up something. But you can just see, I mean, really this is the kind of, casual mistake of, going in one by one, not being really organized. Just kind of all over the place. Surrender vote comes out. Didn't Plat and Duel get Ganesha both games? No. Actually, no. I think Tough Luck played the Kepri the first game. Yeah, I think it was one side the other. Don't think it was don't think it was same both sides, if I remember correctly. I think this is at some point though, this game is just gonna be the gold lead carrying itself out. Somewhere around 6-7K is just the gold lead plays itself out. We saw nothing Gambit. I don't know what anybody in chat's talking about, but anyways, a party person's got nowhere to go, and he's just so far behind that's gonna be surrendered. That was actually pretty memeable. That was actually pretty funny. I've done that. I'm guilty of that. So, if y'all have any other games, then you guys can DM me the info, or if they're in matches chat and they've been spectated, then I can check out those. Otherwise, I don't think I have any other games for you guys right now, actually. Let me know. If you have any scrims, actually, I'm happy to do those as well. I'm pretty much chilling right now. I know the Voidwalker set. Ooh, the Voidwalker set was okay, because I was told by Armadillo Armada they had no idea whether that was spec or not. So if that's the case, I'm gonna restart my Smite, guys, and we can spec this set. And it'll probably be the last set of the night because I'm solo casting, or no, solo streaming at least. It's a bit tiring, but we can for sure do that if that's what you guys want. I don't want a replay that's like missing the first 10 minutes, so because that doesn't give me any context. It's not even a question of it's not even really a question, guys, of whether or not like which one I should do. It's a question of like whether it's been spec'd. So in order for the servers to save it, it has to be spectated while it's happening. Otherwise, the servers won't save the data after like 3 minutes or so. I think maybe like 5 minutes it starts killing data at it. I'm not quite sure. We should probably do some kind of testing of that. But yeah. I really don't know. I'm inclined to go to Premiere first. Game 1 works. Are you saying of the Voidwalkers game? Okay. I'm gonna grab some water, guys. You guys can chill out and look at Dodgy's pretty picture. And whatever else comes up on the screen, if you guys just take a minute and wait, I'll get some water. And we'll come back and we'll analyze more games. Alright, guys. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's change our title. What do we got? We got. I was promised that the Voidwalkers would work, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Probably the same thing or something similar. All right, let's see. Jake, I believe in you. I believe you can get it, or if you don't get it, we'll try numbers until it works. I'm gonna assume it's along the lines of the other one. So I had it pulled up here. What's the number here? Slash replay 34102291. That is a lie. Could not replay match. Oh no, I put in the wrong numbers. Oh, my bad. Slash replay 34102291. That is also the wrong numbers, guys. I'm the greatest. Don't doubt it. Aha, here we go, guys. Did end up working after all. So we have the first game of inputs wrong everything. Inputs everything incorrectly. Might be some proper English here. So we can make fun of Jake Haas just a little bit. So we have Voidwalkers versus Armada. I'm totally going to refresh stream so I can actually the title so I don't get confused. Bologna and Circuit band. Very, very different bands from these teams. Something different than we normally see. So I'm excited for that. Was the title like somehow magically not changed? Aha. So now it tells me my stream title should actually be updated. Yeah, so mostly pretty standard so far. I'm really surprised I haven't seen Changa in these games. I'm not quite sure what's going on to cause these. I still think Changa is really, really good, but you know, maybe times have changed. I'm an old man. Old man in competitive time. Ganesha picked up as well. I'm not surprised here. Don't know what we can really see here. Sternos. There you go. Teams aren't valuing here. Yeah, so I'm just going to remind you guys, if you are being played this game, do not give spoilers at all. And zero spoilers, please. So that includes saying, like, hey, look, I'm about to make a really bad play in a minute. Haha. So please just stay away from spoilers in all ways. Once it's been shown on stream, you can talk about it. That's fine. Don't mind at all. Just try to stay away from spoilers. Interesting picks so far. I think the Huyi is the correct play. The Huyi or the Medusa is the correct play against Cernunnos. As I said, Huyi is really great interrupts and Cernunnos dash. Similar ultimates. So, you know, pretty aggressive play style. About even clear. So you really want to see Nike. Well, I don't know. Maybe one of these teams will entertain you. Whether or not I don't know. I do not know whether or not you'll see a Nike here in either of these games. Poseidon banned away. So is the Wukong as well as the Soul. Still haven't seen any Soul mids. Solomon and SPL. Surprised we're not going to see them anymore. Opwash. I'm going to assume it's a troll, however, not even talk about it. And I managed to avoid somehow magically seeing who won this game, so I don't know who won this one this time around. Both teams have really, really good comps so far. So there's definitely, it's not, you know, it's still, it's not really like one-sided. It's not like somebody's locked in an outwash. Yeah. That was the intention, Jake. Totally a troll. Troll me, not these players. But Erlang Shen being the hover instead would be going to the solo lane, I assume, unless we have a Hoonbot solo and an Erlang jungle, which I don't expect that to happen. Nike is going to be the lock. I feel like someone saw into the future. And finally, the Trunk hover. Wonder if that's going to be locked or replaced by another god. I'd like to see it locked. I think Chunga is incredibly strong. Don't know why she's not being valued by some of these teams. I think you do sit in an awkward spot where it's kind of like you want to build full damage, but you also want to kind of build tanky. So kind of building her can be awkward. But I don't think it really changes Erlang's damage reduction. I think Erlang's in a good place. I think Erlang's in a pretty good place. I think we should stay away from Erlang buffs. I think he's got worlds of CC, more than he needs, more than any other warrior in the game. I'm fairly certain he has CC, so stay away from that kind of stuff. Yeah, but Osiris can't heal himself for like 60% of his health. That's the big difference between those two abilities. Big difference. Scylla hover instead. Looks like Scylla is going to be locked in. I think it's been a long time since I've really seen a Scylla perform. Don't know if you guys are hearing that. My roommate's being crazy. Would not enjoy seeing this Morgan go through. Don't think Morgan's good. I think maybe. I think she'd actually be a really, really good solo laner if kind of the meta changed. But Hades hover. We'll see what these mages decide to play out. Till then, I'm going to read my group chat. My prayers have been answered. Yeah. In hindsight, that should not have been a Scylla lock. It's just been a very long time since I've seen a Scylla perform, to be totally honest. I'm not trying to poop on Scylla players or say that Scylla players are bad. I've seen some pro players do pretty well, but it's just been a really long time since I've seen any real Scylla really kind of blow my world, blow me away with skills. Alright. Thoth is ranged Scylla. Not quite. And I was lied to. This game was not spec'd. And so I don't care about it. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next game. See if the next game is viewable. Don't know if the next game is viewable. I'm sure you're seeing Scylla do her hilarious jumpy pose. I was lied to, Jake. And you're not going to get anything. I mean, you got pick and bans, but it's really awkward. I think I'm actually just not gonna. I think I'm just gonna return to lobby instead of going through this one. There's no value in it. There's no. I mean, even a game. I mean, like the deepest you can probably get into a game is about 5 minutes before, and that would have to be like a 5 minutes of like farming and maybe like a 1-for-1 trade somewhere, to where you wouldn't lose any value in context. We can try the second game somehow. Second game might be spec'd, but I don't know. Don't really know. Let's see if we can get it up possibly. Alright, so it should be... I keep pressing 1 first. Why did I do that? I don't know what your password is, man. I can't possibly spec this. I can try PSL as well. But I don't have a password, I can't possibly watch it. Kind of... I mean, I can go ahead and try this Chimera versus B-Team game, but... I'm kind of hesitant to try really anything that I don't know for sure. I haven't either tested myself or have the data for, so I think we're gonna call it a night, guys. I did manage to get the one set analyzed that was on our list to get cast and analyzed, but unfortunately we can't do the other games due to forfeits and stuff. So nothing really else. Wrench Steel 2000. I think I'm just gonna call it a night, and maybe tomorrow if I'm not really tired, I might try to do the other set if it's still live. But we'll see. Well, I would do it maybe on this channel. I don't know. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around, and see you guys later. Enjoyed doing analysis with you guys.